So here we go. No time on the clock here. Let's just start free reigning it over here. So here we go. The NBA from last night, folks. Only 4 games on last night because everybody was still focused on Super Wildcard Weekend. So here we go. First game up, Suns at the Pistons, and the Suns blow them out like they should. The Suns get the win 135-108 over the Pistons. No problem here for the Suns. Real easy peasy win like we know because it is the Pistons, folks. We know this team is not good. So the Suns, Chris Paul, 10 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, solid performance. Devin Booker with a nice 30 points. Not efficient from the 3, only 1 of 5. He did shoot 61% from the field. We'll give him that. 30 points is exactly what we need from Devin Booker. Absolutely love it. 4 assists, 4 rebounds to go along with that. DeAndre Ayton only playing the 5, but a little tweaked last night. Only played 7 minutes, hoping nothing big serious. They just got this man back, and we still need him out there. Damn. So prayers up for DeAndre Ayton. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. We get Jay Crowder, 9 points, 11 rebounds, and then McCall Bridges, 10 big old points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Coming off the bench, JaVale McGee getting it done. DeAndre Ayton goes down. JaVale McGee has to take up some of that kind of, minutes on the floor. So in 15 minutes last night, coming off the bench, 20.6 rebounds. Yes. JaVale McGee, folks, he's been so reliable. We just don't know his longevity. That's going to come to question into some of these teams now that we head towards the back end of the season. We're still, in the middle part, heading towards the back end of the season. JaVale McGee for the Suns, LaMarcus Aldridge for the Nets. These bigs, they've been so fantastic, great pieces here for their respective teams, but we know they are kind of aging out of this league. That, any season really could be their last. So how long are they going to be able to give them this solid production greatly, consistently, and do they make any trades, any moves at the trade deadline to kind of beef up their bigs a little bit more, knowing that JaVale McGee, LaMarcus Aldridge may not be giving us great production when we're heading into the playoffs. And for the Nets and the Suns, they don't really care about the regular season. They're dreaming of bigger things than regular season victories. They're looking towards those championship games, getting to the finals. So they're gonna need the big help for the long haul here. So very well done by JaVale McGee last night, but how long can it go? He shot 90% on 10 shots. Absolutely fantastic. And then we had Cameron Payne coming off the bench. 20 big old points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Magnificent. And then Landry Shamet. 11 points, 5 assists coming off the bench as well. Solid production by those 3 scorers. So the Suns, everybody was getting it done. You got to love it. And then for the Pistons last night, still no Jeremy Grant, he's still out here. So Sadiq Bey, kind of, their big name. Kate Cunningham, their big name. Sadiq Bey, only 8 points on 33% shooting. Nothing great. Cade Cunningham, though, 21 points. Co-led the team in points alongside Corey Joseph, who also scored 21 points, 7 assists coming off the bench. But Cade Cunningham, really solid work, and we've been seeing a lot of consistency here with the young gun Cade Cunningham, but we know there's just no superstars on this Pistons team. Also, shout out Trey Lyles coming off the bench, 18 big old points, but once again, their starters do absolutely nothing consistently here, and that's why you can always, for the most part, bet against the Pistons. The Suns get the big old win, 135-108. All right, next game up here is the Rockets at the Kings, and I believe, they've been, facing each other decently. I think this is a back-to-back series for them, but the Rockets get the win this time. They win 118-112 on the road over the Kings, so shout out to the Rockets getting it done. Christian Wood, 23 points, 14 rebounds, fantastic. Kevin Porter Jr., 23 points as well, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, magnificent. And then Jalen Green with a solid 15 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, and Eric Gordon with 15 points as well and 7 rebounds as well. Coming off the bench, we get Garrison Matthews with a big old 17 points, and they win. They win the game because Daniel Tice does not touch the floor. Fantastic. Well done by the Rockets. And then for the Kings last night, De'Aaron Fox, only 14 points, a little, lackluster by him overall. He had 4 assists and 3 rebounds. We had Terrence Davis, 17 points. Chimize Metu, 14.7 rebounds. Raquan Holmes kind of floundering at the big, only 4 points, no rebounds, no assists in 15 minutes. Coming off the bench, our man Buddy Hield led the team in scoring coming off the bench, 27 giant points, 5 of 9 from the three. So, we know he loves the three. That's his game right there. And then once again, using Buddy Hield coming off the bench, trade deadline coming up. Kings, they seem like they don't want Buddy Hield on this team. He should be the starter, no doubt, but he's always coming off the bench. So, we'll see what this Kings team does at the trade deadline. We knew kind of in the preseason, the offseason in the NBA, that the Lakers were kind of potentially targeting Buddy Hield, and then the deal just never got done. We'll see if they can kind of, bring up those talks. We know LeBron is trying to do something for the Lakers. They need to do something just overall personnel-wise on that Lakers team to do something so they could be good offensively and have another piece besides LeBron James and injury-prone Anthony Davis that is not reliable on the floor at all here. So Kings, man, Buddy Hield, he's a great player, good defender, great three-point shooter, all that, but he's still coming off the bench, and we've seen that for the entire year. He's only started maybe 1 or 2 games when they just needed some bodies on the floor because of COVID or injuries or whatever the case. So just real interesting here with Buddy Hield. And then, with Davion Mitchell, having De'Aaron Fox and Davion Mitchell, really not the smartest thing. They're both ball-dominant point guards. So once again, what are they doing with that? Davion Mitchell still coming off the bench here. 16 points. He did have 7 assists, very well done, 4 rebounds, one of his better games that he's had. He's been getting better consistently as the seasons progress, and that's what we expect from rookie players. We don't expect the Kings to trade De'Aaron Fox or Davion Mitchell this season, but we'll see what they do going forward, moving forward on these two very good guards. De'Aaron Fox proven, Davion Mitchell coming up. So the Kings, they kept it competitive, close game overall, but the Rockets pull away, 118-112 with the win. Alrighty, next game up here, Warriors at the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves get a nice huge win here, 119-99, a nice 20-point win here for the Timberwolves. For the Warriors, no Steph Curry last night, still no Draymond Green, and that's a big old recipe for disaster, truly. We love Klay Thompson, don't get us wrong, but, him still being on minutes restrictions, he's not the main leader here. And, even when they're both on the floor together, and once again, this is no disrespect to Klay Thompson at all. We've got nothing but big praise by the man. But when we're just looking at kind of, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, the Splash Brothers, who do we want? We're always going to take Steph over Klay. And I think that's the general consensus. I think Klay Thompson knows that as well. And that's not a knock. They're both very, very good. But Steph Curry is, the ball handler. Klay Thompson's not a ball handler. We know that by him scoring 17 or 23, 27 points with 3 dribbles, some crazy thing. So obviously, Klay Thompson's not the guy. He's the 2. He's not the 1, like we know. Either way, we digress. So that was, for their lackluster, only putting up 99 points, losing to the Timberwolves last night. That's why. No Steph Curry. So here we go. Jordan Poole playing the 1. Big time stepping in here. Got knocked down back to the bench here when Klay Thompson was kind of coming back here. But Jordan Poole back in the starting lineup because Steph Curry's out. So Jordan Poole at the 1, 20 points, led the team in scoring. He had 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 of 7 from the 3. Solid night by Jordan Poole, but not that kind of above and beyond effort that Steph Curry truly provides, but overall a solid performance by Jordan Poole last night. We had Klay Thompson still on minutes restrictions, only playing 22 minutes. It's increasing, but still on the minutes restriction. Only expect him about 20 to 22 minutes a night. Klay Thompson, 13 points on 3 of 8 from the 3. We had Otto Porter Jr. at the 4, filling in for Draymond Green, 12 points, 9 rebounds. Kevon Looney still at the 5 here, 4 points, 12 rebounds. And then Andrew Wiggins, we definitely needed him to step up big time, and a little bit of a flounder job by him. So a little disappointed in Andrew Wiggins, and we don't really find ourselves saying that too much, that we're disappointed in an Andrew Wiggins performance. But definitely with no Steph Curry, we need him to step it up big time, and he just did it. 12 points, 36% shooting, a -9 on the floor. Come on, got to do a little bit better than that. So a little disappointed in our man Wiggins last night. And then off the bench here, we had Jonathan Kuminga, another really solid game, 19.7 rebounds coming off the bench, but that was really all for the Warriors last night. Now, the big three of the Timberwolves last night, Anthony Edwards didn't get it done, 9 points on only 8 shots. That's real bizarre from Anthony Edwards. Karl-Anthony Towns did his thing, 26 points, 11 rebounds. D'Angelo Russell only 7 points on 22% shooting, a little wild last night. He did have 12 assists, so that's good, but where did the offensive production really come from? Well, it came from really the bench. Malik Beasley, 16 points. Jaden McDaniels, 9 points. Ned Reeves, 9 points, 9 rebounds coming off the bench. Jalen Noel, 17 huge points coming off the bench. So the Timberwolves got it done with, the big three not really contributing that well towards the scoring. And we know the Timberwolves win because Anthony Edwards, Karl-Anthony Towns, and D'Angelo Russell all put up like 25 plus points on a nightly basis when they're out there on the floor. So another a little bit of a worse loss here for the Warriors on how they lost to this Timberwolves team. But shout out to the Timberwolves for all their other role players coming in. We need them to step it up more consistently here so the Timberwolves can take that next step of beating the better teams. Yes, they beat the Warriors, who are a better team, but like we said, no Draymond Green, no Steph Curry. That's not that quality of a win. So, well done for the Timberwolves. Let's see if they can keep it up here. And, let's see if they can continue to win some games here without their big three doing it all. So the Timberwolves get the win here, 119-99. And then the last game of the night, the Jazz at the Nuggets. Jazz get the win, 125-102 over the Nuggets here. Once again, not surprising. Nuggets are nothing great. We all know this, folks. And then for the Jazz, pretty much at full strength, we get Rudy Gobert back. Love to see that. So Mike Conley, 8 points, 6 assists. Donovan Mitchell, 31 points. Magnificent. 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Rudy Gobert, 18 points, 19 rebounds. 7 for 7 from the field, folks. That's 100%. He was a plus 36 on the floor. Yes. Bojan Bogdanovic, 21 points. Love seeing that man back in 20 plus points on a nightly basis. And then Royce O'Neal to round out the starters, 11 big ol' points. And then what do we love about this Jazz team? Their depth, their bench. Jordan Clarkson, classic Jordan Clarkson, 16 points, 6 rebounds, fantastic. And then we had Eric Paschall coming off the bench as well, 10 big old points. So Rudy Gay, 7 points on 7 shots. Joe Ingles, 3 points on 5 shots. A little lackluster by them, but we know that they do have both of those great players in their back pocket that they can pull out at any time to be like, hey, we need some points. Rudy Gay, Joe Ingles, hey, go get it done. So Jazz are deep still, we know. And then for the Nuggets, Jokic, 25 points, 14 assists, 15 rebounds, absolutely monstrous triple-double by the reigning MVP. Start respecting Jokic a little bit more, folks. It's unfortunate for Jokic this season because of all the injuries to this Nuggets team and their lackluster scoring production without those great scoring players. But man, oh man, this man is still trying to do everything in his power alone to single-handedly win these games. 25 points. Led the team in scoring, 14 assists, led his team in assists, 15 rebounds, led his team in rebounding, 55% shooting last night. That was the highest, 40% from the 3, second highest, but overall, this man is dominant. We know this. So shout out to Jokic, deserves so much credit, just unfortunate this season. And then Aaron Gordon, once again, he did have 20 points, so shout out to that. We need this man to step up the scoring, but once again, they still lose the game. They just lost the game the other night where Aaron Gordon had another great scoring night. They lose that game. He puts up 20 points here. They still lose this game. Once again, no bettability, no believability on this Nuggets team. It's super unfortunate, but that's where we are with them. So Aaron Gordon, 20 points on 15 shots. He had 6 assists and 7 rebounds to go along with that, but overall, it means nothing. Will Barton, a nice 16 points for the starters. Monte Morris, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, but he did shoot 1 of 8 from the 3. And then we had Bones Highland coming off the bench, 13 points on 3 of 10 from the 3. But overall, the Nuggets, they need more depth at the scoring, and they just don't have that. So well done for the Jazz to get the win, 125-102. Alrighty, that was all the NBA from last night. Now let's quickly see if we can make a little bit of money here in the NBA. We haven't talked about betting NBA in the last 2 days because we've been solely focusing in on those NFL wildcard games. So let's see. We ended on 2 for 2, going back-to-back 5 of 5 over 2 nights in the NBA. Let's see if we can pick up exactly where we left off, folks. We're looking to pick up exactly where we left off. So here we go. Tons of games on tonight, so tons of value to go over and assess and find out which one is better than the other. So here we go, folks. Let's see if we can pick up where we left off. Here we go. First game up. Pelicans at the Celtics. Pelicans +4, Celtics -4. Alrighty, let's see the injuries. Everybody's good to go for the Pelicans. Where the Celtics, Marcus Smart is out. Robert Williams is out. And a big out. Marcus Smart out. We get Valanciunas down low. This is going to be the perfect game for the Pelicans to absolutely dominate down low. Brandon Ingram's good to go. Valanciunas is good to go. So I'm going to take the Pelicans with the points here, folks. This is the time for the Pelicans to start making a push, making themselves known as, hey, we are the real deal and we are ready to start competing to get into the playoffs. This Pelicans team currently the 13th seed in the Western Conference. They need they're in great position, honestly, to try and get that 10th seed. All you need to get into the top 10 to have a chance to get in the playoffs. So this Pelicans team is really only 2 games back from getting that 10th seed and knocking out the Blazers. So this Pelicans team, they must start making their run and putting the league on notice. And this is a decent game to kind of start. Celtics half a game out. If they win this game, they're going to be the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. So a ton on the line here. 2 teams trying to prove that they are the real deal. In the beginning of the season was a little bit of a fluke in that they can get it done. So should be a good game tonight. I'll take the 4 points with the Pelicans. This Celtics team, they're bigs. It's going to be a tough night for them. I don't know if they can overcome. We know they got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, the fantastic duo, but besides that, that's really all they got. Marcus Smart out, one of their facilitators. So Pelicans +4. We're going to take the points tonight, folks. Already off to a hot start. Let's see if we can keep it going. Here we go. Next game up, Hornets at the Knicks. Hornets +2, Knicks -2. Alrighty, this Hornets team just lost to the Magic the other night. That was a little bit of a bad taste in our mouth for this Hornets team. But other than that, solid team overall. So here we go. The Hornets, Kelly Oubre Jr. is out, and LaMelo Ball's a game-time decision. Ooh, that's big-time bad. Kelly Oubre Jr. is their only scorer off the bench consistently. And LaMelo Ball, he's a scorer, facilitator, all of that. And then for the Knicks, Derrick Rose out, Kemba Walker out, Nerlens Noel is out, Cam Reddish not quite ready to make his Knicks debut, and that's going to be big-time exciting. How much does Cam Reddish change this Knicks team? They need some more, kind of scores. He can play a guard, he can play a forward position, so we'll see how this Knicks team handles him. Does not seem like he's good to go to make his game time, his Knicks debut here. We'll stay away from this one. Nothing great on the line here. +2, -2, no good value either way. And this Knicks team, once again, without all their guards, Derrick Rose, Kemba Walker, they're going to have to rely on Fournier, and we know he's only good when he faces the Celtics, and that Hornets team is unfortunately not the Celtics. So we'll stay away from this game overall. All right, then we get the 76ers and the Wizards. 76ers at the Wizards. 76ers -3, Wizards +3. All righty, this 76ers team, folks, we know they're back. 9-1 in their last 10. Dominating wins, some nice blowout wins. All of that's fantastic. This Wizards team, once again, we still don't really know. Are they good? Are they bad? We saw Kyle Kuzma with a nice little 4 or 5 game good stretch, but can he keep it up here? 5-5 in the last 10. Still a little bit of 2 up and down here. So for the 76ers, Danny Green is out and Matisse Thybulle is also out, but we still got Tyrese Maxey, folks. And then for the Wizards, just Bradley Beal being a game time decision here. I'm just not ready. Let me make sure this isn't a back-to-back series game, right? Correct. Alrighty, so we are going to take the 76ers -3. You know, we know they can dominate teams in this Wizards team. We still don't believe are true contenders in this league, folks. So 76ers, a dominant team. They're good. They're back. Their bigs are good. They've got the squad. They've got the depth there. Only have to swallow the 3. We're loving it. 76ers -3. Alrighty, found some great value, and we're only 4 games in, folks. We still got like 8 to go. So we can move this up a little bit more quickly here, but let's see if we can keep building on this fantastic value tonight, folks. Here we go. Next game up here, Nets at the Cavs. Nets +3, Cavs -3. Love that. Ooh, Cavs the favorite. Some respect. Ooh. Now we do know that Kevin Durant is going to be out for a while. A little bit of a knee tweak, nothing too serious, but they're going to be a little cautious and rest him. So here we go for the Nets. Kevin Durant out. LaMarcus Aldridge, just talked about him a little bit earlier. Game time decision. Paul Millsap out. Joe Harris out. Nicholas Claxton, a game time decision. But Nets on the road, so Kyrie Irving's good to go. James Harden's good to go. And then for the Cavs, Rondo is still out. And Lamar Stevenson's a game time decision. So we love this Cavs team. This is going to be a big test for them. Yes, no Kevin Durant. So, you know, the Nets' overall offense is going to be a little lackluster. So this is going to be a true test for the Cavs. We'll stay away from betting this one just because we've got other great stuff already to work with, and we'll see if this Cavs team is truly the real deal here. This is going to be a big test for them. We hope they pass. We love this Cavs team, folks. Jared Allen, Darius Garland's been on an absolute tear. Really want to see this Cavs team get the win, but we'll stay away from betting it. All right, next game up here, Bulls at the Grizzlies, and we are so over betting this Bulls team, especially with Zach LaVine, all of that out and all that. So Bulls are kind of frauds. They're kind of in our no-bet zone for a while, folks. This is going to be a no-bet zone for the Bulls for a long time. So it's unfortunate if you're a Bulls fan, love betting on the Bulls. Their bet ability has gone from almost about like 95% all the way down to 0. No more bet ability on this Bulls team for a big old while. Bulls at the Grizzlies. Bulls +8, Grizzlies -8 here. For the Bulls, Javonte Green out, Alex Caruso out, Zach LaVine out, Derrick Jones Jr. out, Lonzo Ball out, but that means we get to see Kobe White, so I guess there's some silver linings here. For the Grizzlies, we get Dylan Brooks out, and that's it. So the Grizzlies are going to be at full strength here. We love this Grizzlies, don't get us wrong here, but when I mean no bet ability in the Bulls, I don't even want to swallow points against them because I don't want some, garbage magic where next man up mentality all kind of gets right one night. I'm just going to stay away from betting anybody for the Bulls, against the Bulls, all that. We still love the Grizzlies here, but we'll stay away from that. So if you got no problem betting against the Bulls, Grizzlies -8 should be fantastic value. They should be able to get it done. We are not officially taking it though. All right, then we get the Pacers at the Clippers. Pacers +1.5, Clippers -1.5, and we don't bet this Clippers team until Paul George is back, and Paul George is still out, so we're staying away from this game. Then we get the Bucks at the Hawks. Bucks -5.5, Hawks +5.5 here. For the Bucks, Brook Lopez is still out, and Drew Holiday is also out again. Unfortunate there. Hawks, Clint Capella out, Bogdanovich is out, and we have to swallow 5.5 here for the Bucks. Ooh, borderline great value here, folks. Borderline great value. Bucks just coming off of a really unfortunate loss there against the Raptors on the road. But this Hawks team, folks, there is just really no believability on this team. They've still got a little bit of better ability in their tank, but believability, no. So I'm gonna swallow the 5.5 here for the Bucks. No Clint Capella. I mean, that's just too easy. Bobby Portis, Giannis should be having. I mean, they should be eating and feasting all night down low. The Bucks will probably score over 100 points, and 99% of their points probably are going to come from down low. So give us the Bucks. They're deep. They can overcome, Drew Holiday being out. They've got no problem. Dante DiVincenzo, Grayson Allen, they can handle it. There's one more. Dante DiVincenzo, Pat Connaughton. That's the one that really can handle it. And then Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis can handle it. So we believe the Bucks can overcome their 2 injuries, their 2 outs. Bucks -5.5. Alrighty, we're building, folks. I'm loving what we've got tonight. Ooh, the return to the NBA, and we're about to hit it big. Let's not get too cocky here, but I'm loving it, folks. Here we go. Finals 5 games. Let's see if we can continue to add to this. Blazers at the Magic. Blazers -2, Magic +2. No bettability on this Blazers team. Lillard out. Oh, hang on. Are we getting CJ McCollum back? Oh, CJ McCollum's good to go. So Damian Lillard is out. Larry Nance Jr. is out. And Norman Powell's a game time decision. Oh, we may be able to start betting this Blazers team again. We'll see. For the Magic, we get Markelle Fultz is still out. Wendell Carter's out. Jonathan Isaac out. Just the usual suspects out here for the Magic. So we're going to stay away from betting this game because, once again, we've got already great things. We don't need to push anything here, but this is going to be a great gauge game. How much bettability is back for this Blazers team? We'll see tonight. Blazers -2. We'll stay away from it, though. Alrighty, last 4 games. Raptors at the Heat. Raptors +3, Heat -3. And y'all know this Heat team, folks, absolute dogs, and they are, trying to get healthy here. So for the Heat, Kyle Lowry is out. Markieff Morris is out, and Bam Adebayo may make his return. I believe he is making his return here. Let's quickly see. If Bam Adebayo is officially making his return, we have to bet on that. The energy is going to be off the roof, and we know they're already winning without Bam Adebayo, dominating without Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler and all that. Next man up mentality. Yes, no Kyle Lowry, but they've got some other facilitators on the floor. They can even use Jimmy Butler as a facilitator if they need to, but Tyler Hero can handle it if he needs to, all that. They've got the pieces to handle it. But Bam Adebayo here, let's quickly see, because I'm almost guaranteed he is making his debut. So let's go to our favorite Twitter page, NBA Fantasy Labs, just to quadruple check. He's listed as game time decision, but I think it was kind of today. Questionable Monday. That was 17 hours ago. Dang. What did I read a couple days ago? That he was kind of looking to make his debut tonight. Alrighty, so this one's going to be on hold for a second. If you want to get the great value, because I'm sure this value would probably climb a little bit, from like Heat -3 to maybe around like Heat -4, 4.5, 5, if it is officially announced that Bam Adebayo is going. So if you want to maybe lock in some early value, I think it is kind of leaning towards Bam Adebayo is going to play. So if you want to lock in the Heat -3 now when you can, I think that's okay to do, but we are going to officially wait till Bam Adebayo is 100% good to go. So if this is what I'm going to tell y'all, since we do the show a little bit earlier and we probably won't know till about 4, 5, 6 officially if Bam Adebayo is going to go or not. So we love the Heat here in this spot, especially if Bam Adebayo is playing. So if Bam Adebayo is clear to go, good to go, we are officially betting on the Heat tonight all the way up to Heat -4.5. Anything over, we'll have to second guess, and you'll have to check back in with me if we officially endorse it. So we'll tweet it out when it officially happens, but wait out for that tweet, folks. I do like the Heat, and we will add it to our official picks if Bam Adebayo is officially good to go, but we will wait for the official announcement on that. All right, then we get the Suns at the Spurs. Suns -4, but they're on the back-to-back. Never betting that. Staying away from that. Then we get the Thunder at the Mavericks. Thunder +11.5 here. Mavericks -11.5. Never swallowing that many points. Mavericks in their last 10 have been getting it done. It doesn't look good. It's uninspiring. There's really no great ball movement. They're winning without Porzingis, which I guess is great, but overall, I still stay away from betting this Mavericks team, especially swallowing all those points. And then the last game of the night, the Jazz at the Lakers. Jazz on the back-to-back, and we wouldn't bet this Lakers team if you paid us, folks. So staying away from this one. So officially 3 great bets here. Pelicans +4, 76ers -3, Bucks -5.5, and if Bam Adebayo is officially good to go, Heat -3, officially endorsing it all the way up to Heat -4. Alrighty, folks, so Man took a couple days off from talking NBA, but we're right back, and we've already found the great value, folks, and we're looking to make it 3 straight days of winning days betting in the NBA, folks. 5 of 5 in our last 5 picks, looking to make it 8 of 8, or maybe even 9 of 9 if Bam Adebayo decides to join us tonight, folks. So, feeling very, very good, feeling very, very, very good tonight. All right.